the court arrives. Please stand up.
The court is now in session. You may sit.
All the parts involved are present.
Read the accusation.
Today we are at the trial of the water, a pure substance which we can notice simultaneously around us in its three physical forms: solid, liquid, and also as vapors. Her sisters accuse her because she has chemical, physical, and biological properties. The water is accused for bringing about huge disasters to humanity. She is blamed for severe crimes which have restricted people's freedom, has damaged the goods and the nature. Her oldest crime, noise flooding, the most recent crime, the tsunami's catastrophe, the floods, the ice melting, and other severe and irreversible changes suffered by plants and animals. With other words, what can you say in your defense?
I'm not guilty for all these accusations.
As we have seen, the water is omnipresent. On the earth we can find it in a solid form as snow. An iceberg is composed of frozen water. This is the water supply. Under 4 degrees C, the ice rises on the surface, floats on the water in a liquid form, and is a protective layer for underwater life. In a liquid form, the water constitutes the hydrosphere, which is represented by oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers. She is also invisible in the air as vapors, which condense themselves in clouds and fall on the ground as rain.
We are agreed that neither the accusation is exact nor the science succeeded to find out, up to the present, all the nature and universe enigmas. We have no doubt of water's value that contributed to the birth of the science and technology. We are interested in finding out why she is different than the others. The water may speak. Defend yourself in front of the justice. Tell your opinion.
Your Honor, as my lawyer has already informed you, I am on the people's disposal every day. I am the force of the nature who can make good or bad, causing a lot of pain and troubles as I was used and sent on earth. I am the friend of humanity, but I can be a great enemy too. The civilization caused severe changes of climate, destroying itself.
It's true. I read about the terrible losses of life, about the imbalance suffered by plants and animals.
I admit that I am guilty. Sometimes I lose my temper and I become furious. I revenge on my friend's negligence.
The water, who is everywhere in nature, has an important role. That's why she must be regarded with great attention.
Witness, you may speak. How and of what is this substance made of?
Repeat after me. I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. This question represents a concern for the researchers from all the time. The alchemists were looking for the philosopher's stone, which according to them explained all the stuff's mysteries. The water, which we can observe simultaneously, has identical molecules in 3 forms: liquid, solid, and gas. The pure water always boils at 100 degrees C and gets frozen at 0 degrees C. The natural water aren't pure. They are mixtures of substances necessary to life. The water from the rivers, lakes, and seas contains oxygen, which is indispensable to the underwater creatures.
It's true, but she is accused for the disasters she has caused. Your Honor, the guilty hasn't mentioned anything about the great flooding.
Witness, say your opinion.
In Genesis, which is from the Old Testament, it is said that God punished the world because of their bad behavior and sent them the great flood in which the water destroyed everything that was on earth, water, and air. He decided to give to humanity another chance by preserving one example from each species. God made only one exception, choosing Noah and his family due to his virtue and religious beliefs which they proved in their life. That's where Noah got involved building the great ark which conserved the human and the animal species. Wasn't Noah's flooding the consequence of the climate changes?
Considering these, what could you say in your defense?
The facts are speaking by themselves. It's true. Sometimes I'm violent and I cause enormous damages in the nature, but still I'm vital for life. The biosphere is the layer which covers the land, there where life is in all its complexity, where all the animals and vegetal processes are produced. The photosynthesis process in the chemical laboratory, where the plants accumulate organic substances with the help of pigments and of the sun, producing and eliminating oxygen. And the universal biological solvent involved in the metabolism process. The water stabilizes the human body temperature. The severe changes and irreversible changes suffered by the plants and animals, the dinosaur disappearance, the genetical changes at plants and animals, are all the consequences of climate changes. The polar bears become cannibals because the seals and the ice packs are missing. But the person who accused me should also be here near me.
But she defends herself accusing the man.
The third witness may speak.
The climate changes disturb severely the animals and the plants' behavior too, determining changes, referring to the blossom, nutrition, nesting, and breeding period, and the migration of the birds too. There are also genetic changes at plants, animals, fish, and young birds. Wasn't the disappearance of the dinosaurs caused by ecological imbalances?
Defender, you may continue.
Since the old times, the man considers the lakes, the rivers, and the seas. The development of industrial and agricultural activities, such as the population increasing, are at the origin of the water pollution with bacteria, microscopic organisms, and remains of organic materials. Many of them consume oxygen and destroy the natural balance of underwater life. The cutting of the forest, the ice packs disappearance, wirbling floods, droughts, and the extinction of some animals and plant species.
Does the accusation want to ask other questions?
Are you guilty for the disasters from Asia, for the floods and the landslidings?
Yes, the huge wave produced cause real catastrophes when they reach the land.
We'd like the court to judge all these in the most correct possible way.
The court declares itself satisfied and retires for deliberation.
Please stand up. The Honorable Court retires for deliberation. You may sit. Please stand up. The Honorable Court has come back to pronounce the verdict.
We've analyzed attentively and with responsibility all the arguments brought against and for the defense of water. We can't ignore the fact that without water, life is not possible. A lot of disasters of whom the water is accused are caused by the man's negligence or irresponsibility. It's the human's duty to defend the nature so as to avoid such a trial ever take place again. Without water, there's no life. In conclusion, the court decided to put her out of charges and to declare the water not guilty.